I want some photos homes, but I'm not gonna go downstairs.
Let's get it, baby. Welcome back to the King in Our Life podcast, hosted by your man, Toucha the Poet, and my brother,
Son Soul X.
Look here, you can find us on your preferred podcast platform. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So like, subscribe, share, and hit them notifications. And as always, Son Soul X likes to say, you can always hit us up where?
At the King and I 369 gmail.com. Again, that's KINGANDEYE 369 at gmail.com. Holla at your boy.
Oh yeah, and we got a good one for y'all tonight, and we have a panel of guests. So I want the panel of guests to go ahead and introduce yourselves one at a time. Go for it.
What's up? My name's Renee, and I am the Batter Queen.
Hi, I'm Mimi, and I'm the Sea Moss Queen. Ow. Keep it healthy, keep it right, keep it tight.
All right.
Hey, I'm Sugar. I'm always, doing the thing with, y'all health and maintenance.
There it is.
And this is Marvin Johnson, aka the Swazy One, straight out of Chicago, Illinois. Go Bears!
That's what's up.
Yes. So look, we got a hot one for y'all tonight. Look, so the topic is, what are your thoughts about the transgender movement? This is crazy. It's a buzzing topic. It's been going on for quite some time, and it's getting even crazier. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Mimi jump in there and kick this off, because we want to hear what you got to say, Mimi. Let's run it.
What do I think about it?
Yes.
Let me just say that, I feel that everyone has a right to live how they want to live their lives. I have no issues with transgender individuals. They have a right to live their truth. However, there are some things, some agendas in place that I don't necessarily agree with. And I know that we're going to touch on that. So, so I'll defer to someone else to jump in and give their view, whatever. But personally, everyone has a right to live their truth, but I don't feel that everyone has a right. Well, I don't feel that their truths should be imposed upon me if it's not my truth.
Okay.
And with that, I'll let the next person chime in.
See, the thing about this transgender movement is, I don't care what you do with your life or how you do it. It's do not involve the children. Once a child turns a certain age, which 15, 16, okay, you have hit the age of puberty, and you say that, okay, this is actually what I want to do. But anything under that's a problem for me, because you really don't know what you want to do at the age of 13, at the age 12, at the age of 10. I was a tomboy, and I would play with my cousins all the time, throwing rocks and all that shit, fighting them. I was better than them, but that it didn't make me want to be a boy because I was a tomboy, or I like boy things. Because at that moment, that is what you were around, and that's what you were surrounded by. That doesn't mean, hey, this is what I want for my life. Even, other things like hormones and hormonal issues and imbalances can cause people to think certain ways and think certain things. So grown ass people making choices for children, I can't get with.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna jump in there behind you, Tay, and I'm gonna ride that stallion on out. I don't think that at a certain age, up until, like you said, hell, even a 15 or a 16-year-old can't make.
They having babies, so you know what I'm saying. Like that's
so
why
I really don't think they having babies. Given the choice to be making this decision on whether they should want to be a boy, or a girl, or it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why parents are put into play. They were born under us. We weren't born under them. You know what I'm saying? God ordained it in a certain order. You know, I mean, if that was the case, then hell, it wouldn't be no title to it. People can come here and just do what the hell they wanted to do. But as it is, I mean, parents are put in place for a reason. So therefore, if little Johnny was born here a boy, I'm gonna want him to stay a boy until he really understands what the hell becoming a girl really entails. You know what I'm saying? Because once these kids start to making their own decisions as to what it is that they want to do or where they want to go at, because they like Barbies and My Little Ponies and stuff at the age of 5, you make a decision like that and have some stuff altered. By the time you get 15, you're gonna be in a world of trouble, and you're gonna have all kind of therapy bills coming in, you know, and it's just not gonna affect little Tommy, it's gonna affect everybody around little Tommy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that kids should be given that decision. I think that this transgender thing and all of this boys want to be girls and girls want to be boys, and folks not want to be any kind of gender at all is being superimposed on us, and it's taking away everybody that it makes me feel like I'm in the wrong for wanting to be just a woman. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel like I'm the, what is it? What am I trying to say? I am the
man, the new man.
The minority.
And touching on that as well.
As a woman, I feel like a minority. Where is my freedom to impose what I feel?
Well,
you know
what?
Let me jump in.
If you take away someone, okay, say for instance, you snip tuck a little boy. He no longer can have a baby. If you know what I'm saying, take away the hormones of a little girl, she no longer is fertile to have a baby. So who's going to have the babies around here in your relationship?
Thank you.
Yeah, there goes the agenda portion. But because I saw the agenda or whatever, I know we kind of jumped ahead, but I do want to throw in two things. One is that we all know now that the the Secretary of Department of Health and Human Services is a transgender, yes. And she's the one, or he is the one, or it is the one that is pushing this agenda for children to take hormones before they reach puberty so that they can grow up in the, how do I have to do this, in the right sex. So apparently this thing is moving forward because today Arkansas said, hell no. So I don't know if this is, something that was pushed on all of the states. I'm just starting to see the states that are saying, hell no.
Yes, Texas said no.
If you look at Angelina Jolie's child, and I think I had touched on this the other day with the ladies, the one that wanted to be called John, Shiloh, wanted to be John, is now back to being a girl. And Shiloh. I think Shiloh is probably like, what, 13 or so?
I think
anyway, I think she's like 14, 15. She might be a little older.
So she's back to being a girl now. So that right there is a prime example of why children don't need to make adult decisions. Children don't even know at that age. Okay, you might be curious, but you don't know that you might want to, you a little boy that you might want to plug a little girl one day. You totally missed out because you got the drugs now. So you'll probably grow up confused and have all kind of mental problems, a lot of anxiety, because the suicide rate in transgenders is awfully high. And these are for transgender adults who don't know what they want. So why would you leave it to a child to try to make a lifetime decision like that? No, you don't. Let children be children. Let children do what they want to do. If a child wants to grow up and decide, you know what, I'm a little boy, I've always liked doll babies and dresses, and so what? It happens. He can deal with it as an adult. And it's okay because it's no longer taboo. So just let them grow into what it is that they want to be. Don't push it. And then, and then I guess that's going to push over into the sports part of it.
Wait a minute.
No, we can't get into sports. We can't get into sports yet.
Sun Soul X, y'all got something to throw on this right quick?
Throw it out there.
After you, Mr. MJ, please, sir.
Yeah, I thought that this was the Shante, Mimi, and Renee show for a minute.
They was going, boy. They was going.
Black girl magic.
So stop it. Don't even act like that because it always is.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I like to key in on two topics. You know, I fully agree with the entire situation with children. You know, you have to be a certain age before you, even as a straight male, I had no idea, you know, what I wanted to do as far as when it comes to women. I knew that I wanted, you know, in my life to be with a woman because that's what I was raised to understand.
Right.
So me being with another man was totally out of the question. But the matter is, when you're that age, you know, with the way society is set up now, with a lot of females rappers come out, you know, trying to pretend as though, you know, being lesbian is cool, confuses a lot of our young adult females.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nicki Minaj, when she came out, I don't know if you guys remember, when she jumped on the scene, she was lesbian.
Right.
Look at her now.
Mm-hmm.
But look at her now. She's running through men. I think this is like her third or fourth male relationship. So a lot of people forgot that she was quote unquote lesbian when she came out. So I think that it's definitely, I mean, if they, for instance, with the Dwayne Wade son, if he truly believes he wants to be a little girl, that's fine, but you don't have to influence him. Let him do what he wants to do. Don't let him make any rash decisions as far as surgery is concerned, because he's still a young boy or girl. By the time he reaches 19 or 20, he may walk across this certain young lady that, you know, snaps him back to where he was to begin with. Okay.
He might see us on that alien perfume and his little thing go bing.
Exactly. he started having feelings that he thought he never had. Okay, that's the first subject. The second is gay marriage. If that's what you want to do, I have nothing against that. But when it comes to when it comes to couples, same-sex couples raising children, a lot of them will try to tell you that it's not an influence on them.
Mm-hmm.
I beg to differ.
I beg to differ with you.
Because children will mimic what they see their parents do. They believe what their parents do is right. Even when it's wrong, they think it's right. Look, a lot of gangsters that grew up now, they think that they're right in society because their parents, so-called their father, was a gangbanger or was a gangster or a pimp. They mimic that. So I'm not against, you know, gay marriages. However, I am against, you know, same-sex trying to raise a child. You know, listen to all, I can go on and on about that, but I'm just going to hit one more thing when it comes to same-sex raising a child. I think it's a little selfish because you don't realize what those children go through when they go to school. If another child knows that your parents are gay, man, children are harsh. They will let you have it. It'll definitely play with their psyche. So they may have mental issues before they even get out of high school, if they ever get out of high school.
Son Solex?
Oh man, you all make some very valid points. I'll just say this. I agree that, you know, as adults, no one should tell you how to live, or, you know, as far as your sexual orientation, what you do in the privacy of your own bedroom is strictly, totally up to you. My second point will be this, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, but when it comes down to kids, that's where I draw the line. That's where I put my line and my wall up. When you are influencing kids to go beyond what their knowledge of even being a child is, you're forcing them to be adults. And they're not ready for that. They're not mentally capable of making those adult type decisions.
Come on now.
So when you up here, you know, putting these men on TV and putting them in dresses and movies and trying to make light of it, to say that, you know, ha, he, it's all jokes. No, MFer, it's not. because I have a real problem with that. These kids, they see that and they think that it's all good and gravy, and don't have the first clue about what comes along with that. So I'm just, I can't go along with that. Again, as an adult, do what you do, but don't influence these kids, man. This world is already hard enough as is. They have a hell of a lot more to deal with than what we had to deal with growing up.
Ooh.
Like this social media game, this shit is real.
Ooh. Preach, brother.
But
Okay.
anyway, just again, what you do in privacy of your bedroom, that's on you. But don't influence kids. I think you gotta be a real sick MF to influence these kids now.
Can I say something,
Yeah.
Sunday?
Go ahead, man.
Before, I totally agree with you. The way TV is portraying same-sex marriage, TV is portraying lesbians, Disney, what else? My Little Pony, the what that damn Teletubbies, all these children. I'm so serious. Stop playing. Stop laughing. I'm so serious.
No, I
All
know.
these
I have a story, but go ahead.
all these television shows, you know what I'm saying, are made for children, are influencing these children to say, oh, it's okay to be with the same sex, or oh, it's okay to be with that person over there.
Right.
It's not
Right.
okay.
Right. But Pepe Le Pew is going to be brought up on harassment charges. You know, he's been chasing the same woman all his life, but there's sexual harassment.
You all have to ask yourself, like, why this? Why now at this time? Why are all these agendas pushed at us when transgender are only 1% of the population? And yet our president has, and I'm not bashing Joe, I'm anti-political, but he has signed executive orders giving them certain protections and rights. And we as Black people are still waiting on ours. All we got is prison reform, which only affects less than 1% of the Black population. And what else did we get? The right to fair housing or some stuff, which we should have had all along. So that's really nothing. So why do you think that their agenda got pushed ahead of ours? I have a problem with that. And I have a problem with the fact that we don't have a problem with that.
Because no one is caring, because all they care about right now is that $1,400. That's all people care about right now, is the money that they see for right now. That's not going to last them too damn long, because your ass still got to get out there and do something with yourself. Well, that's my thing.
Well, before we go on to that, I want to chime in too. I totally agree with y'all when it comes to adults doing what they do and leave the kids alone. It seems like they're not only ignoring everything that y'all put out, it seems like they have changed the whole
agenda,
mental health project, or whatever the case may be, because a lot of these things used to be immoral and bad and this, that, and the other. And now you have these therapists and all this other stuff saying, oh, well, you have to let them this and you have to let them that. It's like, no, we don't have to let them do anything because they're kids. Again, let them be kids. Let them search the world without forcing a particular thing on them, because you're confusing them.
Right.
It was a couple years ago, it was this little white kid who was transgender, and he was doing those little shows, and the audience was a whole bunch of grown men. They had makeup on the boy and all this, that, and other. He was on Today Show, Good Morning America, and speaking in he's having a conversation that a child his age should not have been having. And there's a whole culture out there of people who take these boys, dress them up as women, and parade them in front of men. But then they have a problem when these kids get molested. It's like, help me understand.
It's called Hollywood, but that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, but it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing of it's unfortunate that these children, because like as I recall, we took sex education, I think in the 6th grade and again in the
Yeah.
7th grade. So
Right.
that's putting us around what 11, 12 years old. So here it is, you're saying that children younger than 11 and 12 can decide their sex before they're even taught
What
the
sex is.
fundamentals of sex, you know.
What sex is.
So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, why are we pushing the cart before the horse with this one? There's an agenda. It doesn't make sense.
Emasculate.
Make me understand. Make me understand.
It's
You can't make you understand because you know for a while they was trying to ban sex education out of school.
You know what, Mimi, to answer your question about why why the president is so quick to pass that bill is because it's multiple races. It's not one particular race. And believe me, there's a lot of Caucasians that's in that. Right. See, if that was an all Black situation, then of course it would be quite different for him to pass that bill so quickly. But now, because it's multiple races, they have someone that can actually back them. You know,
okay,
it would
but
be.
Does that make it? But that doesn't sit well with the rest of all of us Black folks. Like I said, that is just 1%. 1% of the entire population.
Right, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Black folks. It doesn't matter what Black folks feel.
I understand that, but it should matter. I mean, because
it hasn't for thousands. It hasn't for hundreds of years. That's the reason why they continue the way they do.
That's true.
That is true.
And you know why? Because we keep voting the same way. But that's a whole nother topic, and I'm not going to go there tonight.
That has nothing to do with voting.
Who you vote for?
Oh, it does. It totally does.
No.
It totally does. But that's a whole nother conversation. When you keep doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same results, nothing. What is that?
That has nothing to do with voting.
It
does not have nothing to do with voting.
It does. It totally does.
What it has to do with
yes, it does.
Respect.
Order in the court.
And the reason it's a lack of respect because we don't fucking demand it. We don't fucking demand it. We sit there and let Hillary Clinton or whatever when she was running for president. No, let's go back to Bill. Bill played a saxophone on the Tonight Show, and everybody said, "Ooh, Bill is Black," and he put more Black people in prison than anybody. When Hillary Clinton was running for president, what's his name? The fathead guy from little fat guy, got on there talking about from BET. What's his name? Anyway, Roland Martin. What he tell her? Ooh, can you do the wobble? You can do the wobble. You got the Black vote. They always pander to the Black vote, and they don't give a shit. We don't ask for shit. They don't give a shit. We sat there and voted for Joe because we hated Trump, and we didn't ask him for shit. He don't give a shit. We don't demand nothing. Right, we're not going to get nothing. And that's why we don't have any respect. We don't demand anything. Here it is. The Asians have jumped in. They've got some rights in place. There are executive orders to benefit them. There are benefits to the.
That's because they're not Black.
Well, why don't we do anything? Why do we accept nothing? We don't accept shit.
That's a good question. What
we should have been doing, and everybody got mad at Ice Cube. What we should have been doing was coming up with our own damn candidate, our own damn political party. You know why? Because while we sitting here scratching our heads wondering why the gas prices are going high and why the transgender got all the rights and we don't, the damn Trump people don't made a new party called the Patriot Party, and watch, come 2024, boom.
They're going to be allowed to vote.
Boom. And what we sitting here doing, waiting for Joe. Fuck Joe. Fuck the Republicans. Fuck them all. We need our own damn party. And we can do it. But now y'all
I need some goddamn popcorn, son.
Now y'all don't got me on a tangent, and I'm going to stop it right there.
Yeah, because you got Son Solex over there. Perk the hell up. You is singing his damn song right now, but that is not the topic.
That's not the topic. That's what I said. That's why I said I'm going to cut it right there. Because I can go. I'm going to cut it right there.
Oh, man.
But
we right now because we demand not.
That no, she right. She right. We should be.
We sit there and let them pander to us, and we don't demand shit. We should have said, Joe, we like you, Joe, but this is what we want if you want our vote. We didn't do that. We just sat there and said, "Oh, everybody likes Trump is a racist." We didn't ask for shit. So we ain't got shit.
But what
So
about
anyway,
those transgenders in sports?
Can he take off my student loans?
Transgender sports.
I don't want my student loans. Just let him do that.
Oh man. What about them transgender in sports though?
Now there is some shit. I don't know if you all have gone actually like Google some of the pictures of transgender players. They are crazy. First of all, I think they need their own lane if they must compete. There is one, I know everybody has seen the black guy that ran against the white girls. He couldn't beat the men, so he put on a bad wig, somebody gave him a bad weave or whatever, his ashy knees, and he ran against the little white girls and beat them, ran circles or whatever and beat them.
And what's
He is not the only one. There was the MMA guy that.
Oh, I heard about that one. That's the one I heard about. That's the one I heard about.
I think I want to say it's like a old white man that identifies as a young white girl. So he plays basketball with some little teenage girls. There's another one that plays rugby. So you have to like Google all these things. And I mean, he's like towering. He's like 3 times their size. It's some bullshit. These children can get no way in the world.
Same thing.
No way in the world would I let my child play with anything like that. I would just fucking leave.
Yeah, I don't even understand why the hell they even let that be, because to me, that's domestic violence. Like, that's like saying it's okay for a man to play this sport with this woman, especially if it's a contact sport, and beat up on this woman. And I think that guy cracked her skull or something like that, or whatever the case it was.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you beat the shit out of her.
But my thing is this.
Where was the Me Too movement for that?
Exactly. Like, you are a man going through the change of being a woman, but your muscle density and your bone structure does not change. You are still a damn man, and you in there beating up women. I don't get it.
I don't care how many hormones they inject into these men what do you call it?
Transgender.
Transitioning over into becoming women. They were still born men. Okay.
Right.
So all these hormones are really doing is just giving them a softer look sometimes. Maybe getting them ready to have this breast implant thing that they want, and maybe preparing them to remove the male parts. Okay, they were still born men. And so some of these, like that man that's playing on the damn basketball team, he's 6'8". He's 6'8". And everybody else, I think the other girls are like 5'11".
That's crazy.
5'11", walking the ball to the thing and just going.
He can lean on top of it. What? I don't understand. I just don't understand. They think that that's normal. That's not normal. I'd say that seeing as how the transgender make up 1% of everything, then they need their own bathrooms. They need their own sports. They need their own every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I feel like because transgenders, whether it be a transgender man or a transgender woman, I feel like it's been pushed females back completely, real born females. Because you know what? What am I for? You know what I'm saying? In a minute, they gonna make it to where a transgender can give birth.
They're working on it. Working on it, honey.
Yeah. It's
but
not
that's
even
another
about
topic because I got information on that too.
Because I just kind of feel like, I mean, in a few minutes, man and woman gonna be obsolete, and we're gonna have a whole bunch of he says running the hell around. We're gonna be living in the matrix in a few minutes.
I'm standing.
We already living in the matrix, girl.
Everybody is gonna be in a test tube and some jelly and shit being born.
Everybody with that damn vaccine, but that's another topic.
So Lex, what you got to say about this transgender sports stuff?
I'm sorry. I see things moving and some words being thrown out there, and
we fiery.
I'm trying to adjust, but it's all good.
We sorry, Sonnet.
No, I'm enjoying it because I'm actually trying to look down through the camera, but it's all good. Let me refocus. Damn, fuck me over. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Let me go back. What was it? What's the question again?
The transgenders in sports.
Okay, yeah.
What did y'all flash to him or something?
No.
Somebody flashed him. Did somebody flash him?
Oh my God!
Oh Lord.
I did not flash anyone.
Now, I honestly think though, with these men moving into, or these transgender, moving into female sports, I kind of do feel like it's setting women back, because you again, you're born as a man, you still have that man frame, you got those man muscles, and I don't give a damn how many damn shots you take. But at the end of the day, you still got a little bit more power than, some females. I'm not gonna say all females, because there's some strong ass females out there. But
Testosterone laden females.
you still have that advantage. So again, I kind of agree that females or transgenders should have their own league. I mean, let's put it all on an even playing field.
I agree.
They're too busy trying to have this whole all inclusionary movement in all things, except the things that matter.
We needed to be included.
Well, you know what? Let's go back to the children, the transgender, sports, all of this, because all of this is executive order or whatever, and brought down by executive order, and that's why it's allowed to happen. That said, the other part of that is that they're also allowed to go to whatever bathroom they want to go to. So my child in school or whatever, my female child, I'm sorry, I don't want them to share a bathroom with a little boy. I'm sorry, I just don't. Especially at the elementary school level. Having been a teacher at one point in high school, I can say that we had gone through this thing where we actually had to stand in the bathroom to protect the straight children, if you will, straight female children from the female children. So there's enough going on in the bathrooms
already.
Wait. Back up a minute. You had to protect the straight female students from the lesbian female students?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So there's enough stress going on in the bathroom with, just at the high school level, and then you have everyone just, choosing. You can have, I don't trust it. I'm sorry. And that's where we are. I didn't want that to get lost. Right, so I know it's kind of outfield, but I didn't want that to get lost, because the transgender sports, the bathrooms, all of this stuff falls under that same executive order. So I just wanted to push that little piece in there.
But again, whatever you do is what you do. But our whole point of this whole topic is that let children be children, and let them decide when they are of age to decide.
Remind us how we used to be. I died long ago. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
Really, Tay?
So the next question was, should children choose their sex, and should they be given sex hormone treatments before puberty?
No.
I don't even see the need for that even being a topic of anybody's discussion. Who is in a position to make? Nobody should be in a goddamn position to make them choices.
It's legit on the table. We now have states that are saying no, so it's like legit out there for people to make decisions on.
But that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I mean, I can understand if you had a medical procedure to where you needed certain hormones to heal you, but you don't need hormones that will change or adjust your gender.
Okay, so listen here, check this out. Folks just get out their old-fashioned ass-whooping utensils and get it over with. These kids to go sit the hell down somewhere. Asia came to me, my now deceased daughter came to me and said, Mom, I want to be a boy. I said, go sit your black ass down. You're not a boy, you was born a girl. Simple as that. She went on and sat down because she knew I wasn't playing with her. I had a son already, and I had 5 daughters. You know what I'm saying? I said, you wasn't no boy. You didn't come here, boy. God didn't send you here, no boy. So it is what it is. And that was the last on that. Go sit down before you get your head bust.
You know, motherfuckers, that was like
these kids just take over. No, you know what? No, they shouldn't be given that choice. I'm sorry, they should.
You know, about 15 years ago, if not longer, I had a neighbor, a little girl, not gonna go into names or whatever, and she used to always say, "I'm a boy. I'm a boy." And I used to tell her, "You ain't no boy. You a girl." She said, "I'm a boy." Well, that little boy has 2 children and
Okay.
a husband. So no, children aren't equipped to make those decisions. And the fact that, and it's like we know it, we're normal, regular people. We know this. So you have to know that they know it too. But why are they doing it? They have to know this. Why are they doing
Because
it?
everybody wanted to be
And I'm gonna
accepted in society.
And I'll say this too. Mark my words, you heard it here. They're gonna make pedophilia a mental illness.
It already is a mental
It
illness.
already is. You too late.
No,
Hey.
right now it's still a jailable offense. But they're gonna make it so that you don't go to jail for it.
Oh, it
You
already
watch.
is. And you really
watch.
don't go to jail because you're not getting put in gym pop. So you're really not you're not in jail. You in
Oh, they
isolation.
put you over there and they
by
give you that
yourself.
little medical castration, but
That's what they need to do.
that's not acceptable. If you touch my child, I don't want you to go get castrated and say, "Oh, it's a mental illness." I want your ass to die. I want you to die.
Or I was having a bad day.
Or I want you to leave the punishment to me. I want you to put me in the room with the person. Don't check what's on my persons. Just put me in there one-on-one. Or whoever I choose to be in there. Whoever I choose to be in there. Or dog or whatever. But no, you're not going to walk out the same way you walked in. Be it a body bag or whatever, crippled, crazy.
Cheers.
Man, I don't even. That's crazy.
I mean, I agree that a child has no business making that type of decision for themselves. Again, once you reach the age of, to me, I would even say damn 20. I know some people say that's too old.
No, it's not, baby.
20 years old, you are allowed to make that decision for yourself at that point. But right now, no, man, hell no. These kids, they just trying to get through fucking life right now.
It's hard.
They're vulnerable.
To decide what clothes to wear when they're not wearing uniform. They trying to decide what sneakers they like or what friends they want to bring into their circle. But as far as, making a decision about their sexual orientation, no, it's not time.
Another thing that blows my mind about this, we talking about people passing laws and this, that, and the other. I don't know how religious y'all are or whatever the case may be, but to me, when I see a lot of these people doing it, they're pretty much in these highly religious holy rollers. They're pretty much saying that God made a mistake.
Well, if you want to start talking about 501c3s, then we can go there too, but that's a whole nother topic.
I know where you're going with that. But I mean, if you don't even go that deep and talk about 501c3s and all that other stuff,
Remember when Kirk Franklin first came out? Kirk Franklin was radical. He talked all this trash about gay people, shame on them. The Bible said they go to hell, this, that, and the other. And now Kirk Franklin is wearing lip gloss and mascara and cussing this child out. So
he's supposed to cuss his 33-year-old ass out. I would have cussed his ass out. But anyway,
what I'm saying is that now he's okay with it. He's okay with it because they sign his checks. They sign his checks. And he's okay with it. All is forgiven. And all is
you know what?
And
God it's all to be accepted. This world is all it is about acceptance right now. That's it. If you're not accepted, then you're nothing. I'd rather be nothing than to be accepted in this bullshit ass world. Because this world right here, it's
all about the lights.
You know what I mean?
It's all about the lights.
So what do you say, MJ?
Oh, he playing with
Marvin. Marvin has a new baby.
I'm totally out of the conversation now. I gotta run anyway. I gotta go walk this mutt.
Man.
It was interesting topic. It was interesting topic. It was good talking to you guys, and Let's do it again.
For sure.
All right. See you later.
Nice to
Uncle
meet you, brother.
Marvin.
All right.
Have a
Nice
good
to meet you,
evening.
bro. See you guys later.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous on all levels, especially hormone treatments before puberty, as if something is wrong with these kids. You know, they're creating mental illnesses and then trying to go back and rewrite. What DSM are we on, 5 or 6? You know, they rewrite that damn thing every so many years.
8.
I don't know what number we on now, but the crazy thing about it is they try to prevent mental illness, then they create them, and then they try to re-diagnose them, and then they try to make them popular in society now. It's like you can't have it all. It's overload. It's sensory overload.
It's an agenda.
It is.
There's an agenda to. Now I'm gonna sound like that just crazy conspiracy theorist, but I'm really not. It just seems like when you start talking about depopulation, there you go. That's one way to depopulate by turning the men gay, by creating a race of transgender, by vaccinating people, because there's so many reports about people becoming sterile and losing babies, but they don't report that on news. You have to read other stuff. They're just, I don't know. It's just the whole world is just upside down. It's just upside down. Like, what is really going on? Why are we pushing this?
It's the last days, man.
Why is it's Sodom and Gomorrah? Sodom and Gomorrah.
But we're gonna fit in a quick break before we jump on to the next topic. Remember, this is the King and I Life.
Yeah, because I can't see straight. I need to get my glasses.
This is the King and I Life podcast, hosted by myself, Toucha the Poet, and my man, Sun Soul X.
Soul Toucher.
Definitely.
Nigga ain't touching nobody's soul.
Touch the soul.
Here we go with the man.
How you touching them, King? What you touching with?
Here we go with the man. Here we go with the man.
You guys make sure y'all tune in on all your major podcast platforms. Make sure that you hit us up on Facebook, YouTube, and again, we building up that Patreon channel for you all. So just stay tuned.
And definitely hit us on the email KINGANDEYE369@gmail.com, and we will be back to further this discussion.